I was about to say, where are we?
Are we in a Jedi Council room?
We're on Coruscant. You ever think
I did
people
not expect to see
construct
you again
buildings
after
too
the day of your
grand?
sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
What did you say?
You ever think they build things a little too grand? That's a long walk.
It is a
This
long
room.
walk. Yeah, I would not want to walk
And she's
that.
talking to us. It's like, what? I need you to come closer.
Also, there's no railings. Like, you know. I have returned. I want my property, my slaves, and my ship. Apparently we know this woman.
They are Atris.
I'm here because of pretentious Scudda? How do you say that? Say that word. Revenge. It was not my intention to come here or see you again.
Yet here you are.
Yep,
Perhaps
here I am.
you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
Jedi outcast.
Refresh my memory, why did they cast me out? I kind of want to ask that. We kind of already know, but I want to see if she has any better explanation.
Well, considering that the Council's decision was stupid, I decided to ignore it.
Yeah. Maybe you should admit that it was the Council's decisions that led to this Jedi Civil War. You know what? Screw it, I'll be sassy.
You and all the Jedi who followed Revan caused the Jedi Civil War. It was because the need to wage war burned within you. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us.
Explain anyway.
You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
Well, I'm back, baby. I also recall you wished me imprisoned or worse.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I had kept it, so I would never forget.
Is that mine? Can I have it?
Is it? Apparently it's ours.
You know what? You were right. Lost joke. Remember when they asked about the color and everything?
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that's the color that we chose. I was no longer a Jedi. It was no longer mine.
Indeed. A lightsaber is the mark of a Jedi.
Although I do want it back, because I am going to be a
When you
Jedi
turned your
again, so
back on
just
the
saying.
Order, it was not yours.
Maybe hand it
anymore.
over.
I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
Your arrogance. Your hubris. You insult me by carrying it. If I became a Jedi again, would you return to me?
Become a Jedi again? That is a thing far out of reach.
Nah, I
am
can do
not
it.
unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
The Council was weak. It's true. I went to Order to protect others, not for battle.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That
Yeah.
is not the Jedi way.
Is it, though? Is it the Jedi way to let people be massacred?
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force.
Uh-huh.
It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, By serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war.
And
it
yet
sent
they all
a
died.
terrible echo
Like we
through
won.
you.
Just saying.
And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way. And you turned on us.
Revan and Malak turned on you, not I.
Without you and the other fallen Jedi to support them, to feed their lust for war, Revan and Malak's crusade would have been over before it began.
Then you are lost! Oh, Then you know nothing what drove me? Or Revan? That's so... I'm saying, but I wasn't Revan, and now here I'm saying, but I am like Revan. It's like, mixed messages. Very mixed messages. Abandoning fellow Jedi fighting war is not my way.
You betrayed the Jedi teachings. All that you had been taught you threw at your feet, crushed them beneath your heel. The Jedi teachings require we examine our actions. Acting without reflection is not our way.
You sure? Are you actually sure about that, though? Teachings don't mean we should stand by and watch others die. Hesitation and passivity are also strong emotions. Sure. Yeah, the sacred texts!
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
God, how long is this conversation
Sounds like
go
you're
on?
trying to. He's like, sounds like you're trying to cover your own tracks.
Yeah. We did save the Outer Rim. We saved all those nice planets like Tatooine. Heavy sigh. There's no guarantee, but if we had not acted, the Mandalorians would now rule the Republic.
A physical victory, perhaps, but the real victory lay in...
Oh my god. Stop bullshitting us, lady. Triumph of pacifism? Surrender?
Do not twist my words.
Stop trying to lecture me.
Is not the only victory, or
Listen,
the only
if
loss.
I'm not a Jedi anymore, then you don't have the right to lecture me anymore. So, am I a Jedi or not? How about you pick?
How incensed do we want to be?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I could just do this and skip everything. I don't want to do that, though. Well, you know, I'm not... This conversation is getting a bit, like... spirally. But, you know, I'm not going to skip anything. I guess the first one. You know, let's do the second one. If we had not acted, thousands of worlds would have been pillaged and burned of life.
You do not know...
Oh my god.
I think this means that she's on the back step.
She is
winning the debate.
You're correct. I don't know. Neither do you.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you?
The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
You're getting real angry there.
This is starting to sound like someone's being a bit of a Jedi hypocrite, huh?
Your anger, is it because you secretly wish you had the strength to follow me to war?
What? What do you mean?
I can see it in you, your anger! I can see it in you. You wanted to fight by my side, but you were too scared to defy the Council.
You're wrong, just as you were when you defied the Council. I tire of fighting with you.
I tire of fighting with you, too.
War, and you always will.
Are you going to use that thing or not?
Distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
I was seeking refuge from my ship crash, and you all decided to take me prisoner.
So, I've had, like... what, 4 or 5 ship crashes by now that led me here? What are you doing with my friends?
Your concern
I don't think
is
it's a
noted.
lust of war that
Your
brought
friends
us
have not
here. It's
been
constant
harmed.
ship
They have been
crashing.
detained for their safety. I find it
Tech in this
unusual
galaxy is
that you are
very
traveling with others again.
unreliable.
I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
You're being awfully presumptuous.
I'm looking for my ship so I can leave Telos.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk.
Yes,
It is
my
not your
ship. Yes, it is.
Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Do you have
Excuse me.
radios?
Okay, first of all, the destruction of Paragus was already determined by a court of law. That it was not my fault. I'm just saying. It was determined by a whole bunch of people. And they let us go on Telos. They already determined that it wasn't our fault. It was an accident.
Ah, an accident. Something beyond your control.
It wasn't even really an accident.
Changed.
They were
And
attacking
once
us, and we avoided
putting
it.
yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
I didn't do shit, lady. Paragus was
That last
nothing
one
compared
sounds like
to
we're
what
going
happened
to
to
start
you.
a fight. Tell me what you think I did.
Yeah, why don't you tell me?
Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
Yeah, because they don't have fuel. Listen, that was one of my missions. I was gonna do it. I just, I was trying to get my ship so I could do it, but it turns out, number one, you stole it. And number two, any other ship in the galaxy is just completely unreliable. They all explode. What do you mean?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life.
That's fine.
That is the magnitude of your crime.
Listen, it's the Outer Rim. Nothing was lost.
I'm not a Sith. I didn't glass the planets. Why are you pinning this on me?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait,
I'll
wasn't
use my intelligence. It's almost as bad as the Jedi letting the Outer Rim die during the Mandalorian Wars. Oh, we're back to this
So you
again.
still hold to your
Oh, we're back to this.
convictions.
Let's start this conversation
You
up
think
again.
to anger me, you are wrong. How is
Really?
it you are not content to
Seems like I was
confine your ruin to
Pretty easy to
yourself?
anger you.
You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
So now I
See,
get-
this is a point I remember doing in the Old Republic, where a Jedi is trying to talk down to me, and I told them, it's like, well, currently you're the one holding a weapon, and I don't have one in my hand, so who's the aggressor here?
So now I get blamed for the actions of the Sith?
The Sith? What do you mean?
You...
Are you dumb? Are you stupid, lady? The Sith have returned there, hunting all Jedi.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars
I
on
speak.
you.
I've been
Tell
speaking
me,
true this whole
where
time.
did you encounter them?
Not once have I lied. The Sith came for me on Paragus.
To kill me.
If you seize my ship, you know I was at Paragus, and so were they.
Paragus? What would they want there?
Everybody says it
They
differently.
can't have been looking for you.
The Sith believed me to be the last Jedi.
Foreshadowing.
You. If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings
They
of
believed
the
me
Sith
to be Star
blind
Wars
them
Episode
indeed.
8, The Last
I
Jedi.
am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our
I am
teachings,
Episode
our
8, The Last
beliefs,
Jedi,
the
not
very
you.
core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
Well, guess what, lady? I have. Have fun.
Lady, this isn't all about you.
They're stronger than you think. Yeah, let's tell her. At least one Sith Lord stands with them, and they fight differently than Sith from the Civil War.
Whatever force they can bring to bear, it will matter not. If they face a true Jedi, they shall fall.
Uh-huh. Sure. Your grasp of tactness is questionable.
We shall see.
I mean...
For now, the perspective on your situation has changed.
Very
I
arrogant.
have your ship. I will return it to you.
Jedi.
You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy.
Okay, good.
She keeps pinning the blame for things that she's done on us. It's like, get out of here before the Sith find you. And I'm like, I didn't take my ship here. You did.
Yeah.
You took my ship from me.
Yeah, you're the one who took my ship, probably knowing that it would lead its owner to come follow you. So you're the one who led me here, lady. We are playing a light side Jedi, though, so I do, unfortunately, have to ask. Is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything I can do that will get me more XP for my own benefit?
I feel like us
your
asking
aid.
for
After turning
asking
your
if she
back
needs
on
help
on the
is
council,
more of an
the
insult
Jedi is
on
not
her.
something you
Good.
embrace out of fear. The commitment
Good.
is stronger than that.
Good.
Something you never seem to understand.
Oh
These are all persuade.
my god. Alright. I'm not looking at it. Fear, I want to help.
Perhaps. But
Hey.
if you help me, it cannot be done from here.
Good,
There
I want to
are
leave.
others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can
And
find
assemble
them,
an army.
gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find
Oh, this
them,
lady is a piece of
encourage
work.
them to gather on Dantooine. From there, we can call a council and see what can be done.
Ah, the council. It's friggin' council. Alright. I'll find him.
And about and about that lightsaber. How about you
Can I
give
have
it
a
back?
lightsaber? You mind? I think Atris is the new Bastila. Luckily, I don't think she's actually going to join us, is she? I can find him.
Then I
No,
shall send
no,
you on your
no.
way. It is now time for you to depart.
I hope
We
not.
shall remove him, mistress. Come with us.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't want to come here. You guys kind of brought this on yourselves.
Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
She got
Forgive me, mistress,
angry.
But I must ask.
Translation.
The exile. I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments.
Liar.
As always,
Liar.
He will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him,
See, she
I
admits
stood in the
it.
chamber, and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am
Over
tired. I
you,
must
you
meditate.
mean?
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please,
Hypocrite.
rest yourself.
Liar.
We can attend to matters here.
Are we gonna fight those
Gaslight girl boss,
those,
gatekeep?
those other not Jedi, whatever they are?
I don't know. I think if we had chosen like full dark side, we might have had to fight them, but I don't think that we're gonna have to fight them right now. Because we went light side, we went cooperative.
Handmaiden.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
shit. Uh-oh. Well, I thought that the crashing was solved. But I guess not.
We got on so long.
Oh no, are we gonna have to go through that whole thing? Okay, as soon as the conversation is over, before we move a single inch, I'm going to save.
Oh, that was so much conversation.
That was so much. That was so much. Shit. I thought we had fixed it. Alright, screw filling out the map. Let's, Zalbar? Alright, I'll do my Zalbar.
What was your Zalbar?
You'll find out. You'll find out as soon as it starts. Hey, it's me, Zalbar. Oh, there's Bawadur. He's dead. Crap. Alright,
You didn't check his pulse, did you?
I'll skip through all this crap.
Right, we didn't really interact with
We didn't do nothing. We were like two really big long conversations. I remember
Lay
all the
down your
things
weapons,
that I
and you
picked.
shall
It's
not
fine.
be harmed.
Who
will
are
do
you? And then I'll very well.
Why?
We got this whole thing, which we can just fully like mash the button and go through. All right. All right. Hey, there I am, walking this long path to the very dark Jedi Council chambers. And then she also has to do the long walk though as well.
Were we sent here, or did they just let us wander? What? Why are we here?
I
I did
assume
not
we were
expect
sent
to
here.
see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought
Can't
you
skip
had
this
taken
yet. There we go. It was not my intention.
yet. Have you come?
I actually don't remember what I did yet. I think it was just basically couldn't stand by and allow innocents to die. Right?
I believe it was.
So you said. So you sorted the Jedi. So when you
yeah, prison
This
or
one.
worse. And then
No,
she
I would
shows me
never
my lightsaber. And, it was no longer Jedi, it was no longer mine.
I have kept.
And then, I could say I don't want to go through it again, but, like, I feel like it's gonna, you know, affect the story, and I don't want to do that. I want to do everything all the same again. Craig says, is it not a fact that the naming conventions of Star Wars mean Zalba with 2 A's is an evil clone of someone else who is named Zalba with 1 A? Well, that is true. That is true. This is old canon. This is Legends canon. If I became a Jedi again,
Yet
protect others. I think I did. Jedi way to let people be massacred.
every choice we make, whether we know it or not, and it.
I think I did this one.
Without you,
This
you be-
one.
the Je-
Cause I remember all the choices I made. Probably this one, I think. No, it was this one. Strong emotions.
There was no.
And then she starts getting like real mad. I
think it was the Mandalorians would rule the public.
A physical victory. Do not.
Yeah, thousands of world
You do
pillaged. I think I did. I don't know, and neither do you.
How dare.
And she starts getting real mad.
What?
I can see it in you.
So on.
And then, alright. So where my friends are. I'm looking for my ship.
Yeah.
It was an accident.
Do you know what?
Lost was breathing into his mic. Why don't you tell me? What
This
do
is
you mean?
It's ambiance.
Intelligence.
Ruin your.
So now I get blamed. Seth had returned. I was at Progress and so were they. Seth believe me to The Last Jedi, episode 8.
If
I think it was
stronger than you think. It was the big long one.
right.
whatever,
Aggressive tactics is questionable.
we shall see.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You, the Jedi.
And then I did this. Oh, I did this, not out of fear.
Perhaps there take.
Alright, I'll see what I can. I will find
Then
us.
I shall-
I'll find
We
them.
shall remove him, mistress.
Okay. This time, immediate quick save, so we don't have to do all of this again.
Come with
I don't know
us.
if it's just gonna crash me again, but we'll see. Just immediate, just pause the game, quick save. In fact, I'm gonna pause the game and make a hard save.
Are you all right?
The
Why-
But now I am tired. I
Maybe
must
I could-
meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell
Yeah.
the others you are not to
I
be
guess
disturbed.
she's wearing
And
white because I
please,
guess that's
do
kind
not
of her
exhaust
thing. But why is she
yourself.
making
We can
the
attend to
others
matters
wear
here.
white?
Well, they do live in the Arctic. Like everybody wears white because they want to blend in, I guess.
Also, I suspect she's surrounding herself with some very angry individuals because they are they're giving us the maddest side eye.
Save game. Will it crash? All capital letters. Okay.
Will it blend?
Will it blend? Let's see.
Remember, it didn't crash.
It crashed.
There we go.
All right, so hold on a minute, you guys. Let me go here. Lostoka's gonna see where I keep all my stuff. Let me
I'll
go
see how the hot dog is made.
to the ini file. So what supposedly fixed it before is this: disable vertex buffer objects. It was on 1. I was told to put it on 0. Actually, what I was told is that I need to put it to whatever it wasn't. So it was on 1, and whatever it wasn't is 0. So we'll put it on 0. So I'm going to turn it on to 1 now, and then let's try again. Let's see if this fixes it. This game, man. This game. We have a save though, so it's fine. Like we don't have to go through the whole thing again. I saved immediately, so we're good. Load game. Will it crash? The answer is yes. It will. Let's see if it crashes again.
We'll find out if it crashes. If not, we're just gonna have to jiggle the switch. Oh,
Yep.
It
Yep.
crashed immediately. That time.
Crashed immediately. No, it crashed immediately because I looked the wrong way. So, disable vertex buffer objects does not seem to be the reason for the crash. Yeah, it's only in that corner. It's the same kind of crash that we were having before. We were having the same kind of crash. I'm going to have to ask about it again, because that definitely has not helped. I went to their Discord to ask about it, and here's the thing. Setting it that way fixed the crashing in the other areas. But apparently there must be another kind of crash. So all I have to do is not look that way, if it's like the other crashes, which I think it is. So I just need to not look. It's south again! It's the same goddamn direction. It's always south. It's always don't look south.
That is really unusual. Why is it always south?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get more help on it from the Discord, I guess. Where are we? Handmaiden Quarters. No, we're in Telesecret Academy, okay. Unfortunately, there's no log or anything. Like, there's nothing for me to look at that's like, oh yeah, this is why you're crashing. There's nothing like that in this game. I'll look again I'll ask again this week after the stream. But yeah, it didn't seem like anybody else had the issue. And here's the thing. I'm using a pre-made mod build. I did have to download and install the mods separately, except I used an app where all I have to do is download the mods, and then the app itself is the one that, like, installs everything. So it could be that there's an issue with the app, and maybe if I had done it manually, it would have been okay. I really don't want to have to do it manually. I really don't want to. I might do it anyway to see. I might try to do that this week, and see if doing it manually fixes it. Maybe the app is messed up. But I also added 3 apps, but I don't think the 3 apps are gonna matter, or the 3 mods are gonna matter. The mods I added were the one to make the subtitles bigger, which is also the one that causes stuff in the inventory to not have its like the number marker on it. But that's not really an issue, personally. See, normally this would have like a number to tell me how many blaster pistols it is on the little icon on the left. But the mod that I got to make the text bigger kind of kills that. But that's okay. It's not really an issue. The other mod I added was to make most of the head pieces invisible, which I also don't think is an issue. And then the other mod I added was to make buffs last longer, just because it was getting annoying to have to constantly redo them. I'm not entirely sure that mod's actually working, by the way, because all these buffs seem pretty short. Hi.
Why have you approached me?
Why not?
Because you're standing here.
I'm searching for my friends.
You will find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages.
Great. So they're prisoners.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is not part of my duties. Free them yourself. Then you must leave this place.
Lady, I don't do nothing.
I would leave faster if you were, like, remotely helpful.
Why do you imprison them? We meant no harm.
They were caged for their safety, until we could determine your intent, exile. Atris cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some challenge if he had resisted, but he chose not to.
What's that supposed to mean?
He has had some Echani training.
Yeah.
He masks it well, but when you are in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well.
Okay. Where would he have gotten that training?
I do not know. The Echani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you travel with.
Okay, where's the Ebonhawk?
Your ship is stored in the hangar.
Yeah, where's the hangar?
Permission to leave this place, and
give me some directions.
To return if you remain in her service.
The ship is in the hangar. Thanks. Very helpful. Very helpful.
I mean, if this is how the Jedi act and operate, I don't want to be a Jedi.
Is KOTOR is KOTOR in KOTOR 2 where the whole like all the Jedi are assholes like trend came from? Because I'm kind of seeing that. All the Jedi in this game are assholes.
The Jedi are assholes, and the Sith are kind of dumb.
It wasn't your fault they took the ship, G3. Yeah? So we can't get into that right now.
Language.
We'll talk about it later. What information are you talking about? Uh-huh. I feel like these didn't have to go on for so long. Why would you want what's in your memory core? Alright, we'll get you back to the ship and talk more. Alright, join us when we're ready to leave, I guess. There we go. Get out of here. Great. Let's do a quick save. Just in case we run into any more. So, another part of what happens with this crash, if it's the same as it was before, which I think it is, once I'm far enough away from the place where it crashes me, I can look south and it'll be okay.
Well, there's the Ebonhawk.
You know, it's some kind of bug. Maybe it's like a graphics card bug. Maybe it's like it doesn't like my 4080. I don't have 4090. I wish I had a 4090, but see, look, I can look south now and it's fine because I'm like away from that area.
It seems like with that kind of understanding, it seems like it's a localized thing. So is there just something that the whatever's going on doesn't like, but located entirely in some place always south?
Located entirely within your kitchen. Yeah, that seems to be it. It seems to be like there's some kind of issue with the south parts of maps. So
I
now
think
I have
the
to,
most
like, not look
bizarre
south
thing
again.
about it is it's always in the same direction.
Yeah, it's always south. I really don't know what the deal is.
So
I wish
we're
I
just
knew.
gonna have to deal with the fact that we're not gonna have the most interesting angles.
What you came for?
Yeah. A woman from my past made this place her home. I did not expect to see her again.
I felt as much. Quite
Yeah, whatever.
strongly, in fact. I suspected there was something from your past here, something unresolved.
I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
I may have to kill her. Stay out of my head, Kreia! Yeah, she wanted to punish me even further, it's true.
I see it now.
I think she thinks she likes me as well. But I didn't really like her that much.
Unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future.
I always thought she was a bit of a bastila.
It can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face.
She's a Jedi actress.
There is a Jedi here,
from Mist.
perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
They're not students?
No. Her servants are not Jedi.
No.
Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
Okay, how do you know that?
Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
She didn't say she didn't do it.
She just said it's dangerous.
No swearing. I'm still gonna say Bastila, though. She plans to heal the galaxy, then rebuild the Order.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Yeah, you said that. Man plans, the Force laughs.
Yes, her servants are not Jedi.
Yeah.
This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
Okay. You try to use Jedi mind tricks on them?
Invade the mind of an...
Oh my god. Alright, well, let's talk about it on the way out.
Very well. Let us depart.
What happened to him?
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
Okay, I'll shut down the cells and get you out of there.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
That's fine, it was a big crash. Are you okay?
Everyone just had a big old nap.
Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
It's a Jedi Academy concealed on the northern part of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain
Could you
to the
speak up a little
restoration
bit, Bowder,
shields.
please?
This room, this place.
Speak up.
It looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Yeah, I'm sure the Republic says a lot of things.
Are you willing enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
That was the most alert he sounded so far.
It was. Alright, come with me then.
Very well, General.
Alright, let's get Baldur and Kreia.
Mistress, you summoned me.
I have a task for you. The exile is dangerous. I'm concerned that he was able to return to Republic space and reach Telos without my knowledge.
Mistress, the Harbinger was lost in transit. It was our failing.
What is done is done.
That's right,
But
it was her
now I
fault.
need you to travel with him.
Mistress,
I realize what I'm asking of you, and I am asking that you keep your purpose a secret, even from your sisters. I need someone to watch the exile closely, and let me know if he contacts the Sith. More importantly, I need you to study him closely. I need to know what he thinks, what he does.
Yeah, study me
Become
very
part
closely.
of his group. Earn his trust. Get him to confide in you.
I will do as you ask,
Get him to
Mistress.
kiss you. A lot.
But, Mistress,
Learn to
scratch.
love.
the exile did not seem to pose a threat to us.
Ah, but he does. Do not be fooled by the exterior. It is his nature you must beware. He fell to the dark side once. He will do so again. I am trusting
I'm
you
starting
with
to
this
think I
task.
didn't
Last
actually
of my
fall to the dark
handmaidens.
side. Actually,
Do
they
not
just
disappoint
say
me.
that I
The
did because I
galaxy,
just
the
didn't do
Jedi
what the council
may
said.
depend on it.
I think this lady is gonna fall to the friggin' dark side at this point.
I feel like the white robes are actually compensating.
Alright, let's continue not looking south, just in case.
She's got all of the trappings
Nice.
of obsessive ex-girlfriend.
She really does.
She's like, get out of here. I want nothing to do with you. And then in secret, I need you to follow him. Tell me everything.
She had a red bed. You know what? You're right. She did have a red bedroom. Hey guys, what's going on?
Why
I'm
have you
assuming she has
approached me?
more than just like the 4.
She probably has like a dozen or so. Questions?
You may ask.
May I?
I'm looking for a fight.
I had some questions about Atris.
The mistress? What of her?
Does she know how to use linking books? Where is she?
She's meditating,
Okay.
and she does not wish to be disturbed. Your presence here has troubled her, and I hope you do not choose to trouble her further.
What can you tell me about her?
Well,
She leads us.
I
As
want
she
to
rebuilds
fight her.
Telos, she rebuilds
I wanna
the
fight her.
Order, and through them, the
I want to get my
galaxy.
lightsaber back. And how does she plan to do that?
We serve the Jedi. We do not question them. Yet,
Why do you serve the Jedi?
Idris has told us that the work here at Telos may pay for similar efforts in many worlds along the Rim that were destroyed when the Jedi turned on each
That's
other.
what she said.
She has said the Jedi Order needs such a
She's
foundation
saying
if it
a
is
lot
to
of
rebuild.
things, isn't she?
She faults the teaching of many of the Jedi Masters as the spark of the Jedi Civil War.
Indeed. A most curious reason for a war.
Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the ways of the Jedi, they never would have fallen, and nor would you, Exile.
I feel. Wait, isn't the
Huh.
whole point that Revan and Malak were pretty instructed in the ways of the Jedi? That's why they realized the Jedi kind of suck.
I feel like this is giving us quite a bit of insight into Atris. And I feel like we're probably going to have to fight Atris at some point. I feel like Atris is going to end up being evil at some point. Mostly because, so what... She was all about blaming us for everything, and now we're learning from this woman that actually she seems to blame the Council and Jedi Masters for what happened.
Again, she is saying a lot of things.
Yeah. And what does she consider proper training?
That is unknown to me. I have never observed Atris to teach Jedi, nor would I wish to.
Yes, to teach one needs students. I have seen few of those since our arrival.
Atris has chosen instead to focus her efforts on galactic recovery. Once the galaxy breathes again, disciples will come.
So here's the thing about this supposed plan of her healing the galaxy.
Uh-huh.
She's doing it on her own?
Uh-huh.
Like, wouldn't it be better to have, people to help you, like a group of people, so that you could better, send out your efforts of healing the galaxy instead of the whole galaxy, sort of being unified under one individual? Just
She's giving off a lot of Sithy vibes right now. She'll need help if you try. She knows nothing about training a Jedi.
She predicted you would say as much.
I'm sure she
She
did.
seems to know you quite well. Perhaps you are the one who knows nothing.
No, I actually know a lot of stuff.
I used to be a full Jedi Knight.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you.
All right.
I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
Teaching?
Oh, yes.
Teaching?
We train extensively in various combat styles, and we have not had another target for some
Did
time.
you learn Terras Kasi?
You may prove
I'll learn
a
that.
pleasant diversion.
Teach Baldur some of that. He needs that. Sure, I'll do a good sparring match. I'm
Very
gonna
well.
lose, I'm sure.
Follow me, and we shall see if you have the
You know,
endurance to learn
so
the
they
most
don't-
basic of our teachings.
What do they say? They don't perceive the Force?
Yeah, so basically they are
Before we
taught to
begin, are you
ignore the
familiar with
Force.
Ichani
So
traditions?
I wouldn't say they're immune to the Force. I think it's more like they resist the Force, but in being able to resist the Force, it also means that they can't use the Force because they are resisting it.
So say you try to force push her, it just wouldn't work. I don't know what how that's
I
supposed to
don't know.
mean.
I think it's more their mind than anything.
I guess okay, so you can't really use the force to affect their mind. I guess that makes sense, but I guess I use the force to bash you into the floor doesn't quite use the same.
I can probably still do
principle.
that. Yeah. I don't think that I could use horror
I may not
on
affect
her
your
or
mind,
anything.
but I may not be able to affect your mind, but I can use the force to fight you in other ways.
Also, they've stripped me down. I am naked.
Yes, you
This
are in
is
fact
hard.
naked.
Apparently, this is going to be hard. That's okay. Does it matter if I win or not? Because I'm probably not going to win.
I don't think it matters. It might have like a minor effect on, I guess, and a few more interactions if you beat her.
It might have a Minoc effect. No, what are they?
All duels between us shall be without armor of any
And
kind.
yet you're still wearing the exact
There
same
shall
thing
be
that you
no
were.
restrictions upon our
And I'm not.
movements or upon yours. Your feet are not
Also,
to
I was only
leave
wearing
the
robes, not
training
armor.
mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also,
Okay.
this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
Okay. I understand.
The fight will be with hands and feet only.
Okay.
No stimulants, shields,
It's a lot of
weapons,
rules.
or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us,
Uh-huh.
a test of each other's strength.
Do I get 500,000 Zenny if I win?
I believe it's credits, not Zenny.
Who gets that
You're not
reference?
playing a Capcom game.
Enough talk. Have at you.
Then let us begin.
Hey, we were told not to use Jedi tricks.
Oh
You
no,
used
I'm gonna have
Crash
to
Universe.
I'm gonna have to figure out what the deal is, because I think we can't do this if it's gonna crash every time.
Oh no, we are locked out of side content, unfortunately, if true.
I mean, I don't want to be locked out though. Is there anything here that I can do? Can I just like turn everything off? Advanced options. Let me just turn everything off and see if that like fixes anything. Frame buffer effects off. VSync off.
You know what I'd
okay.
find hilarious?
So,
If the reason why it crashed is that it goes right into actual gameplay. We're already looking south.
I think that's exactly why it's crashing. Yellow, yes. Are you gonna? Okay, there we go. All right, I've turned everything off. Let's see if this helps.
So here's the thing. I think I missed or they just didn't acknowledge is
No.
Kreia is obviously force sensitive. They've made no mention of her at all.
That's because they're not force sensitive.
No,
Why have you
like the
approached me?
Jedi.
What Jedi? There's only one Jedi.
Our not Bastila.
Yeah, that's true.
Your ship
They've made no acknowledgement
You may-
of Kreia. Either that, her handmaidens didn't really
Yet she has
Indeed.
say anything about it. It's like, oh, it's just some old lady without a hand.
Music challenge. Teaching. He's a good sparring match. We'll see.
Also,
This is
why-
probably gonna crash again. If it
before-
does, I'm gonna have to not do it.
Then let us.
Oh, hey, we're not crashing. Interesting.
Interesting. And we are, in fact, looking south.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to figure out what's doing it.
I see how tough this is.
Could be like the shadows or something.
So, do we just let this play out, or just...
Yeah, we can
we
do special
something?
attacks. No, we can do special attacks like power attacks and stuff, or flurry or whatever, but we can't do any force attacks. I don't really want to... Like, I'll do a power attack, but... The problem with power attack is it's less likely to hit. But it's the only one that doesn't have any downsides for me.
Well, our rolls are not going well.
No.
You have fallen.
I got pretty close, though.
Very well.
Go again.
It shall be the same as before. Hands and feet.
Yeah.
Then let
Let's
us.
do it.
So can we just keep going?
Yeah, I hope
the
so. Oh no! Shit, I didn't heal up! She didn't let me heal up! Alright, well. She gets to heal up, but I didn't get to heal up. What the hell is this?
Okay, this feels a little
You have
unfair. So
fallen.
why do you get a full health?
Let me heal up.
Seek one of us out when you wish to.
Okay, so we can. Oh look, now I'm not. Now I'm not healed again. Let's save. We are gonna go ahead and quick save. No, you know what? Let's full save. Full save. We lost. All caps, because why not? Kreia.
Yes.
No, not that. Heal.
Wiggles her stump at you.
Keep going. I feel like we still need like a just short rest option. Oh, that's it. That's all we have. Could do Sorisu Resilience.
Yeah, she said we can't do any like Jedi abilities during the fight. Can we do it before?
That's what I was gonna maybe see. I'm gonna
With
wait
our
and let her.
Sonic the
heal me
Hedgehog
again.
shoes.
More. Okay. Now, let's do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna they'll disappear, but you know what? That's fine.
What's going on?
What is it?
All right.
Have
Let's
you
do it.
returned to?
Yeah, let's do it.
Very well. It shall be the. Then
Let's
let
do
us.
it. Yeah, they're all gone.
What's with the constant rumbling outside? It kind of makes me feel like this place isn't really that secure.
I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna let it play out. I feel like maybe it was a mistake doing my power attacks. Power attacks make it harder to hit them. Flurry and crit make it easier to hit me if I use those. Like, it makes me vulnerable. Kreia! Cast force speed on yourself! It'll affect me too!
That is true. I mean, if she casts it on herself, and she's not involved with the fight,
Not winning. Not winning at all.
man,
I
the dice
I
rolls are just
stopped
not-
hitting her. Flurry might be better than
Yeah.
regular attacks, really. Try Flurry.
You
Okay.
have fallen.
Alright.
dice rolls were not really helping us in that.
This time, what I'm gonna do... If I can move. There we go. This time what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to
Yes.
heal up. It's gonna take like 5 minutes to do. I'm gonna AFK for just a second, you guys. I'll be right back. I'm back, and I realized that I probably missed some of Craig's no swearing because of that. Sorry, I really had to. FK, I really had to go.
Well, I
Are we
mean,
back up
it's
yet?
still in line with the no swearing. There was no swearing happening.
More just to make
So
sure
I
I'm
guess-
actually topped up.
So
Quick
the
save.
suggestion one was she seems to rarely miss you anyway, so just flurry.
Yeah,
Have
we'll
you
try.
returned
We'll
to
try
fight again?
spam flurry.
Very well. It should
Come on.
then
Go Cobra Kai. Strike fast, strike hard, no mercy.
I saw the end of that this week, by the way. It's over now. The whole show is over.
Sweep the leg.
It was good. You know, it was enjoyable. It's cheesy as hell, but it was still enjoyable.
I like that the whole idea in the beginning of this series was that they addressed the fact that Danny cheated.
Yeah. Yeah.
You kind of forget that he broke one of the rules of the tournament, but everyone just kind of went with it.
Flurry so far is... I could try
actually not-
crit. I could try crit instead. That way if I actually hit her, then I'll do a lot of damage. Nope.
you have fallen.
I did not swear while I was gone, by the way. Let me... We're just gonna load up a quick save, so I don't have to wait to heal again.
Did you say everyone healed?
Yep. See?
Okay.
Have you returned to very
I'm gonna keep on doing it. Listen, I want the win. I want the win no matter how many times I have to save scum. We're just gonna try... crit.
So is this
Oh, might do.
meant to like humble them?
Crit just increases my threat range? I thought crit just made it, like, easier to crit. Let's see. I was gonna look at this anyway. Feats. There we go. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't make it easier to crit. Alright, well, it doesn't make it easier to crit when I'm... Flurry. So Flurry is probably best then. Flurry, is -2 to defense. -4 penalty to attacks. And then power attack is +3, but it's -3 to hit. If only I could like actually knock her back. That'd be amazing if I could actually knock her back. I don't think that I have any improved flurries or anything like that. Well, I've been getting other stuff. I've been getting like toughness and stuff. Should probably get them though. I've been getting improved power attack, I think. I haven't been getting improved power attack. That's okay though. I think we can do it. We just need to get a good RNG run.
Yeah,
You
we're
have fallen.
kind of at the mercy of the dice rolls.
Like, we got really close that first time.
Alright, I'll be right back a moment.
Okay.
have you returned to it then
I don't think we've done any of the special attacks yet. We'll just try a full flurry run again. We didn't do bad with the power attack run though. Look at this. We're a little bit ahead. Well, kind of neck and neck right now. I feel like Flurry is making it just harder to hit her, though. could do it. We could do it. Hey!
If you wish,
Yay!
you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements.
No, I've had enough for today. I don't think that we can win against the more advanced version. Maybe we'll come back later. Do we get anything for that other than unlocking the harder version of her fight?
What's going on?
What is it?
Okay, well, yeah. let's heal up. Let's heal ourselves, shall we? More heals. You know, that's close enough. Also, I didn't, like, put my stuff back on.
Did we win?
Yes. We did. But, we didn't get anything other than, like, we could fight her again and she'll be harder. So...
That's
yeah.
not much of a reward.
No. This is what we're using. Okay. Save.
They didn't even bother putting our clothes back on us. We had to do it ourselves.
Yep. And that is why I'm gonna steal everything that's not nailed down. Because screw these guys. Well, it looks like we don't have to worry about crashing right now, which is nice. I'll have to figure out exactly which setting it is that crashes us. The game doesn't really look very different with all the settings turned down, by the way. It looks pretty much the same. No shadows, but like, shadows were barely visible anyway. Alright, no, I'm not gonna fight you again. Anything else to look at? Still gonna maybe not look south
The
here.
only winning strategy is to not play.
Gonna go try to see, I can talk to her. Meow.
Oh, disturb her meditation.
Yeah. Screw this lady. Cold to the touch, and there needs to be no conventional means of opening it.
Curious thing. What lies behind it?
Why is it specifically told that it's cold to the touch?
I don't know.
I'm assuming it's a metal door, so I figure it would be naturally cold to the touch. But going out of the way to going out of its way to say that it's cold to the touch means like something's going on here, and it's not the fact that Krea's melting with the ball droid. This is a really good angle looking at her because we actually can kind of see her face.
But we've seen her eyes and her face before. We've gotten this angle before.
I mean, we can almost see all of her face. Does she have eyebrows?
Does she? When I first met at Atris, she emerged from this chamber.
Did she? Perhaps it is a meditation chamber of some sort.
Considering she's meditating in there.
She lied.
Nothing I've seen on Telos, and it is not the same as the rest of the facility here.
Could you speak up a little bit more louder, please?
How is
it that get a little closer to the mic?
Lean into it.
Give us some ASMR, louder. Yes, it appears that she can't. This stuff is not of Telos make, and we cannot open the door. It looks like we cannot do any of that. Oh my.
That is way more emotion. That is way more emotion than he is able to have.
We can go out. I don't know why we want to go out again. I guess if we didn't loot the HKs. Let's go. Full stop. Let's just go. Let's leave. When we have our ship.
Go.
When we have our ship, we can go anywhere we want. And of course, you know the first place we're gonna go.
The loot room.
Back to Telos Station. Enter the Ebonhawk, yes. Back to the Citadel, where we can visit our favorite store.
What store that is? Good question.
The police station, I guess, because we gotta turn in this bounty.
Oh yeah, the thing we did when we first got down here.
Yeah. I could wait, but I don't, you know, we do still have another bounty to do.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Just stowing away aboard the ship.
Left?
But why? Her oath.
I sent her to travel with the exile. She may discover something I cannot.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens, she is willful.
Her
and
outfit
she's
is very,
demonstrated her fascination with Jedi. It
Eastern.
may not have been why.
Far
I
Eastern.
know what I have done, but it was necessary.
Isn't it?
I thought that was
Man.
kind of the point with Jedi robes.
Yeah,
Now
in
that we're
general,
off that
but like
Dejarik
hers
board of a
in
planet, I
particular.
say we burn sky until we see lines.
Such an R2 phrase there. What is it, T3? Is Timmy stuck in the hyperdrive again?
What's that? Follow you? Okay. Okay, boy. Okay. What are you talking about? What you talking about?
What you talking about?
You downloaded Atris's archives? Good. Excellent. Excellent work, buddy.
Any dirty secrets we can use to gain
What
leverage?
is the machine saying?
Hell if
guess
I know.
not
I'm just
everyone
listening to it.
understands binary.
I don't actually understand T3. I'm just kind of guessing at what he said. He said there's a hollow record of my trial in Atris's records.
We seem to have found it.
Found?
You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything, Kreia. T3 is the one who found it.
What do you mean we?
Well, look, we're on Coruscant. Is that
Oh,
it?
she just always...
we have called you here.
Yes. Why did he?
Yeah, that's why we called you here.
I realized I see our saber is just out.
We just have it out.
You see,
I
the
came
halls
because I
in
chose
the
to.
Jedi Council temple are very dark. The rooms are very big. They're very dark. It's really hard to see. So
Also, not
we have
everybody
a-
is here. Look at all those empty chairs.
there's like 4 on this side, and I'm assuming
I believe
3
there's
more?
5 people here. Not
not-
including us. So in total, is sitting in the room. There are 6 people, including us, because we can't see Atris, who we know is there because we saw her just now, who I think is in this chair that's like kind of closest to us. And then there's Jedi Ed Asner there, and then 3 other Jedi who are all human, apparently. Jedi are a very human-centric organization back in 4,000 years ago.
suspicious.
Interesting. Yeah, I came because I chose to, not because you summoned me.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return.
Who the hell
to
are
Jedi.
you?
Why did you defy us? The
Whoa.
Jedi are guardians of the peace.
Why did you
and have
defy
been for
us? The
centuries.
Jedi are guardians
This
of the
call to
peace.
war undermines all that we have
Jedi
worked for.
Knight Jed.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
I'm pretty sure I
this
saw
is-
that guy in Red Dead 2 the other day.
This is a weird segment because we have dialogue options, but like this is the past, so our present is already predetermined. So
Well,
no matter
we've
what we
already-
say,
No matter what we say, we're going to get exiled, but we've already kind of determined some things. Like, for instance, Baldur knew us during the war, right? Or at least that's what he
Yeah.
says. And when we were asked something about, like, why are we helping people, we were like, oh, it's because, it's helping people's right thing to do. And Baldur piped up and is like, oh yeah, I always knew that you were, a valorous individual or whatever. I'm sure that he would have said something different if we had said something different. So, like, we're always kind of
maybe
in flux.
maybe that's why his line deliveries seem so like he's lucid. It's so that he's
What?
so it's his line deliveries are so like non-inflectuous. I think it's on purpose so that because he already knew us, but the game doesn't know what character we're playing, so he's neither sounding evil nor good.
Maybe.
Okay. At least to me.
So if we think about what we said during her argument, I don't think number one is it at all. We never would have said this. Because I think kind of what we said during the argument, we did not believe the council was right.
Just let's see.
I think we're still on the Mandalorians had to be stopped.
Well, that's definitely not our answer down there at number 6.
No. 6, 5, and 6 are both kind of bad. 4 is a little bit angsty. 3 is a little bit. It's firm, but not like aggressive. The truth is, the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless more would have died.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us
You
out.
refuse to hear us.
And so have shut yourself.
You have shut yourself off to the
Your true
galaxy.
understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a
Okay.
Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Hey, Freakazoid. You ever see a Jedi give up his lightsaber? No? You wanna?
Oh, Cosgrove.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. She speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path she did.
We are not the ones who taught her.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart.
Blah, blah,
He will
blah.
simply join Revan
I kind of wonder
again,
if some of
or
this dialogue
perhaps
might have been
worse.
different if we were,
What would you have done with him, Atris?
playing Darkseid.
Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his
Jesus.
walk and in the Force.
All of them
It was
are
as
just
if he was
letting her
already
speak
dead.
like this.
No, not
and they
death.
aren't being
Many
triggered.
battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through
She's
it.
also not
You should have
wearing
told me the
a
truth.
standard Jedi
A
robe,
Jedi
I'm just saying.
deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on 2 fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth.
And then they all
and he will never
died,
know why we cast him out.
except for the
And
one.
that is the future we must accept.
Everyone in that room is dead. Well, actually, Ed Asner might not be dead, but
Those Jedi sure like their
all the other
secrets,
Jedi, I
don't
think,
they?
are dead. except for Atris.
They all just kind of ignored what she was saying.
Yeah, this is it's a little weird.
Because it's like they're like, we sense nothing from him. It's strange, but there was no dark side. It's like, no, that's obviously the dark side.
No, he's evil. He should have died. He should be dead. We should kill him. He should have
died on that planet. It's like, not one of them thought, it's a little weird.
That's a little aggressive.
Are you saying,
for a
why
Jedi
are you
Master?
saying he should have died? Also, where's the rest of the council?
Where was everybody? They didn't even like hollow in. Like, if you ever watch the prequels or like Clone Wars, whenever they show the council room and they're having serious discussions, like everybody's there. Even if they're not like physically there, they're still like communicating, right? They still have their little hologram things like showing up, so it's like they're attending the meeting. I didn't see any of that in this one. Jedi 4,000 years ago were very delinquent. So they knew it happened to me. They all do. No, I had no idea what's going on. I had no idea that happened. Alright, we'll keep searching, because there might be more information. Some of these R2 message or T3 messages go on a little bit too long. We don't need to... I feel like we don't need to listen that long for something that we can't even understand ourselves as a player. It just says list of all the missing Jedi, sure to split.
Oh, right.
So he is still alive.
Oh, they're all missing.
He's alive too? Jedi Jed? All of these people are actually alive. Not a single one of them is dead, apparently. That's a little convenient.
So I was about to say, one thing that I sort of let slip, but I'm calling back to it now. She was surprised to find out that the Sith are hunting us because we're the last Jedi. And she's like, that's impossible. I'm the last Jedi. But they weren't hunting you.
Yeah. She is in hiding, to be fair. I knew all those.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it.
Yeah,
this is too
Hulk Hogan
convenient
mustache.
to
He's
be
Jed.
anything
He's
but a
Jedi
trap.
Jed. I do not believe he has the dark side within him. All I felt was an emptiness. That's him. That's what he sounds like.
I want more representation of various peoples. All the Jedi and everybody sound so wizened and mystical. Where is our Jedi Master Jed?
Where is Jed? Where is our Jedi Master Jolee? Where is our like very posh, like British Jedi? Qui-Gon doesn't count. Do you know where Qui-Gon is from, by the way? Where he grew up? Did you know?
Where's Qui-Gon from?
Qui-Gon is from Coruscant. He grew up as a street rat on Coruscant before he joined the Jedi.
Did they catch him at the right age?
I think they did, yeah, but I don't know what age it was. He didn't grow up that much, but like, yeah, he was just like a homeless orphan or something on Coruscant before he joined the Jedi.
I still think that's a weird practice Jedi do.
It is a bit. Well, it's very much like The Witcher. Like in The Witcher 3, everybody was always, whenever I showed up at a town, everybody was like, "No, don't steal our children to become more Witchers." And I'm like, "Man, I don't do that. What are you talking about?" And like Jedi do that.
There's
I don't
two
do
things
that.
in this world that I hate: portals and children.
Yeah, we need their help.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me,
Oh.
And I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
That angle change. Okay, I'll take whatever help I can get.
Indeed.
To be magnanimous.
But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
All right, you grumpy old woman.
Me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. She's
how self-aware of you.
Cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
I mean, Witcher also had a whole thing where some of the parents did give up their children specifically because they did not have the ability or means to care for them. Like, they were just another mouth to feed, and they didn't have the means to feed them, so they would just, like, give them up. For instance, either to the Witchers or to the friggin' crones to eat them or whatever. Consider yourself under guard. No, don't let them bother you. We've just been through a lot.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions. Okay. But thank you for your kindness.
She's joined the party. She has Echani. I feel like they said Ikani in the first game, but now they're saying Echani. Maybe I'm wrong.
I thought it was like Atani, like with a T, but I guess I just mistook the H for a T.
Echani defense, which protects her against melee attacks and is an excellent unarmed fighter. Oh, she's a rival to Bowder.
She is also a monk, but she does not have a cool laser arm.
General, is there a reason
kinda hot,
you don't
though.
carry a lightsaber anymore?
I lost it, man. Weren't you paying attention? Oh yeah, you weren't there.
He was kind of unconscious.
Well, you know what? Actually, he did see the record of my trial when I stabbed the lightsaber into the rock. Why don't they have that rock in the Jedi Council chambers anymore? They don't have it by the time of the prequel era. Too many people stabbed their lightsabers into it. It just fell apart one day.
We irreparably damaged it. It was a one of a kind.
When my lightsabers are returned to me, I will bear it.
That's not your lightsaber anymore.
That's
that
true.
belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one if you wanted to, but
I do.
You know that.
Yes.
You think I can't build one, huh? You think I can't? Why wouldn't I, huh? Why wouldn't I? You think I can't?
After all, why shouldn't I?
Why shouldn't I? After all, I'm not afraid of building a new lightsaber if that's what you think.
I never said you were, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are.
I'd like a
Without it,
lightsaber.
You're not complete.
I'm gonna have to make his helmet invisible, I think. It's fine, I can do that. Alright, to begin, there are some parts I'll need.
I think I can help you out there. I
Great.
happen to know the parts you need.
Great. How do you know what parts I need? Are you a Jedi? Are you a monk Jedi? Are you Donnie Yen? Are you Donnie Yen in makeup? In full Zabrak makeup?
Well, he is covering his face.
Well, he is because we gave him that. We've seen his face before. He's covering his face now because that's what we gave him.
That was the joke.
Oh, okay. Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell.
Yeah.
Emitter matrix.
Yeah.
Lens and focusing crystal.
Uh-huh.
Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Okay. Noted.
I mean...
Jesus, I'm talking to everybody.
For the last time, no.
And lighten up. You two need to become friends, right now.
Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat.
And put your gun away, for God's sake.
He is on edge.
Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor.
Are you afraid you're gonna lose?
My mother was a trash compactor. Don't you talk ill of her.
Yeah? How many credits?
All I'm saying is
Oh
that
my
you've
God.
gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances.
Don't be wiping T3's memory. I'm trying to restore it.
But I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
This is no normal droid.
What's going on here? Well, what's all this then? These messages go on a little bit too long.
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
No, that's my job. That's my job, Baldur. I'm doing that. That sounds like a good idea to me. Don't worry, Baldur probably knows what he's doing.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started.
I mean, it's essentially
You
just
wouldn't
like
guess it from the outside, but it looks
defragging,
like you've been
right?
through a lot.
I mean, memory wiping is a bit more than defragging. I don't think he wiped his memory, though. Probably talked him out of it.
I'll bet. I'm all done with you.
I mean, we're
If
trying to
anything
restore
comes
his memory,
loose,
as I
let me
recall.
know, and I'll put it back in place.
I do recall an episode of Clone
Nice.
Wars where not wiping your droid was kind of a problem.
Yeah, and then, you know, R2 and C-3PO were never wiped. Well, R2 was never wiped. I think C-3PO was wiped a couple times. Speaking of...
Probably because he was disassembled a number of times.
Initialize control cluster. Success. Step away.
Success!
Success, master! Where is T3? There he is. T3?
Okay, that's an angle.
Certainly is. Can I upgrade your memory core again? Success. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, how do you feel? I should up the processor speed. +1 int. Wait. Blank look? What, me? I was working on you the whole time. Okay, any other questions? How's the Hawk? Alright, great. Glad to hear it. What about the astrogation system? You locked it? Why'd you do that? Protect who? Under whose orders? Under whose orders? Uh-huh. Go on.
Uh-huh.
I'm listening. An old friend?
An
old friend! It was me, Jed the Jedi!
Kooky space prospector.
Why didn't they want anyone to know where the ship had been? Kyber crystal! Oh, I got some kyber crystal! Oh. Why was there this friend... Why was where this friend had gone so dangerous? What a weird... Why was where this friend had gone so dangerous?
That could have been worded a little bit better.
It could have been, yeah. But how'd the Ebon Hawk come back from there if it was too dangerous, and why?
T3, there's not much time. I've seen that expression on her face before. Now, I don't know where she's planning on going, but it's dangerous. She's going to leave without telling me. I don't know why, but there's a chance that she'll take you. If she does, I need you to watch out for her. She's strong, but she can't face everything alone. Do what you can, T3. If she doesn't make it back, then I need you to come back, find help. If not me, then other Jedi, the Republic. I can't lose her, even if she wants to be lost.
Beware of Bastila, T3. Don't turn your back on her. Is who, friend of yours? Yeah, that was Karth. He's constantly out of breath.
Is T3 supposed to be smoking?
I don't know. Maybe he's just smoking. Maybe he has some death sticks. Maybe he's developed a habit.
Terrible habit. Maybe we should memory wipe him.
He was influenced by Emil Sleaze Bagano's great ancestor,
The great Sleaze Bogano line.
Yeah, the big. They're known as Big Sleaze Bogano. That's the company. That's what everybody calls the company, Big Sleaze Bogano, and all they do is sell death sticks. I don't understand why you were concealing that person from me. Alright, I didn't think you kept messages like that. Who was it? Another missing friend? What happened to your old friend? Why aren't you with her? Oh, she left you. She couldn't take anyone with her. You decided to go for help anyway. I'm just skipping his lines, by the way, because we can't understand them anyway. But you did help. You found us, T3. Together we can crush the Sith, T3. Yes. Is that message what you were trying to hide? Okay, it doesn't tell me where the Ebon Hawk came from, though. Okay, but why me? I was powerless, defenseless.
Why me?
You needed someone strong enough to fight the danger that was coming. To someone who knew war and battle could make the hard choices. You needed the last of the Jedi. Alright, I'm on T3. I'll do what I can to stop this threat. The second option was, when this journey is done, you will pay for what you've done. Alright, I think that we're done here. I say points gained. Okay. Can I do it again? Oops. Where am I going? Where am I going? Repair? I did it. Okay. I did it again. Hold on with the response package. Give it a spin. +1 dex. I'm fine. I'm just caught up in my work.
My work on you.
Other questions? More upgrades? Nah, I don't know upgrades. Hope that memory cell wasn't too important. Try again later. How about the repair? I think I have higher repair. I have 1 higher repair than I do computer, I believe. Nope. Never heard that sound before.
Why was I programmed to feel pain?
Alright, we'll try again later. I need a programming spike. Alright, maybe later then. Alright, I think we're done with T3. Let's quickie savey. I guess we'll talk to everybody.
You know, I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus.
And who's flying the ship?
And despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it.
I feel at peace.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh dear.
Questions? Care to explain where you got your Chani training?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Were you trained by Chani from Dune? If we entered the Telos Academy, you dropped into an Ichani combat stance.
Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
Why are you lying to me? Don't change the subject.
Yeah? So what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that
why don't you show any curiosity about me?
Want to know why?
Patton.
I
we're friends.
If you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect, all right?
I'm not accusing you. Just want to know if you got any other useful skills. You can be a real asset with combat training.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands.
All right.
All right. Why are you puckish rogues always so damn defensive all the time?
Where's Zalbar? Oh yeah, I forgot we don't have Zalbar. I keep on expecting him to be here standing.
Be standing here?
Yeah. Where is everybody else? Can we leave? It says leave the Ebon Hawk. Wait a minute. Okay, I was about to say, it's like we are in space. Nobody here. Baldur is doing his thing.
With
you don't have to call me
what, though?
General.
Sorry, guess I can't get my head out of the past.
Sorry, guess I can't get my head out of my ass. I was just wondering what you've been doing since the war ended.
I moved around for a couple years. Working as a starship mechanic got me from place to place. I wasn't ready to settle down after the war.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Then you understand my restlessness. Though the war had ended, I couldn't find peace in anything. As long as I kept moving, I didn't have to think about what happened.
The next day. That recording was made the next day. Yeah, I only do.
I'm sure you do. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka,
Big Zerka
out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
What's good to have you around again?
It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can...
General. What's with the remote?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid.
Why doesn't it do anything?
Following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off.
Can you, like, make it shoot or something?
Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What does it do other than follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs.
Why does he sound like a 1980s arcade game?
I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
Can you, like, make him shoot things? Do I have all the lightsaber parts I need?
Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing any emitter-matrix and lens. Something else I can help you with?
Only 2 things. Okay.
Good progress.
Okay. I wonder if he's gonna move to the engine room when the everything else is fixed. Hi.
Welcome, Exile. Is there something you need?
You doing okay?
Yes. Your features, your stance. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos.
Uh-huh. What do you mean?
There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters, yet it comes to you with ease.
I'm just built different.
I do feel better. I feel more in touch with my surroundings and others.
It shows in your features. It is beautiful to see.
Hell yeah, it is. Can I ask you some questions?
Flirting with me?
I think she might be. Did she ever mention me?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you.
Mm-hmm.
You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
She's just teasing you. I'm not really a bad guy.
She's just playing hard to get.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts.
Sure.
And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
And why was that?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars, when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
How can she say that when she wasn't there?
Yeah. If that were the case, I would have fought in the Jedi Civil War.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them.
Atris says a lot of stuff.
Fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
Atris be talking a lot of shit. Behind my back, by the way. I was tempted to attack the Jedi, but I didn't. That is untrue, but Atris is entitled to her opinion.
I believe that is the extent
That's like
of
your
Revan's best
opinion,
feelings
man.
toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Yeah, she's angry. You ever notice that she's angry? Whatever your name is, Handmaiden. You ever notice that Atris gets real angry real easy? You ever notice that?
Especially when she thinks or talks about me.
Express feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
Uh-huh. Forget it. No, what do you think Atris's heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Battle meditation. So if I crushed Atris' skull into the floor, that might get to the heart of the matter? I don't want to fight Atris.
Then her expressed feelings will have to suffice.
But if I did, that make the truth come out?
Perhaps it may prove truer than conversing with words.
Okay.
In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
If Atris is the new Bastila, then this woman is like Bastila Jr. She's not as annoying though. I'll say that much. She's not nearly as annoying. All right.
Because she doesn't have battle meditation.
It's true. Why do you look different?
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something usually spoken of in the company of others.
Don't forget the face of your father.
So you have a different mother but the same father?
Yes, that is correct. I feel that I may trust you with such things, so I shall speak of it if you wish to hear it.
Sure.
Though my father's blood I share with my sisters, I wear the face of my mother. My father was Usanis, an Echani general.
Usanis was a hero of the Mando Wars. One of the greatest.
He left our family to serve in the Mandalorian Wars, but his choice was not because of battle.
No?
He went to join my mother, one whose movements and spirit matched his. His only desire was that they fight together, side by side, for as long as there were enemies amassed against them.
Was she hot? I mean, I could say that. If your face is any indication, she must have been beautiful.
I never saw her face, and she did
And how do you
not
know you have her
return from
face?
the final battle of the war. She died in the battle that shattered Malachor V, and her body was never recovered. My father returned from the Mandalorian Wars and did not enter battle again. He entered politics, a caste where one's battles are fought through words rather than action.
Yeah? What happened to him?
He was slain by Revan in the Jedi Civil War. When Revan sought to destabilize the Echani worlds, Revan succeeded. The fact that our father chose battle is not shameful, but that is not the reason he went to war. He went to war to be with the one he loved, but not the one he had pledged himself to. He was disloyal. I am the mark of that disloyalty. It is said that such things run in the blood, and I have fought long to prove that this is not so. That is why I am different from my sisters. Yet I am pledged to them, and Atris, and I would die before betraying them. I tell you this in trust, and ask that you not speak of it to others. I only wish you to know.
Alright, I won't tell anyone. Hey, Atten, guess what I just heard? Why tell me?
Because when my father returned from the Mandalorian Wars, he walked as you do now. There was something wounded inside him. He did not speak of what had happened there, and with us he was silent, changed. When I look upon you, I see in you an answer to a question I have searched for all my life, and that is why I tell you this now. I do not believe you to be the monster Atris made you out to be. I believe your choice was my father's choice, and it was just as difficult.
Okay, I appreciate your trust, even though I'm pretty sure you're just saying all the things that I want you to say because you're trying to get in good with me, because that's what the Bastila of this game has told you to do. Do you blame me for Malachor 5?
Malachor 5 is the place where I lost my mother and my father. But it was their choice to fight the Mandalorians, and to die there, if Malachor was to be their grave. I know it is difficult for others to see why I am here, but it was important that you know one of the reasons, and know that it is not simply duty that I am here, but because I want to be here. I want to fight with you side by side for as long as there are enemies that threaten you. You are a leader. Your stance, your every action.
You know, it says she's good at unarmed, but she does have a weapon.
She's spending a lot of time buttering us up.
She is, yeah. Alright. I'm grateful for your words and your assistance, and serve me well, or you shall stand with me no longer.
You honor me, Exile. Together, then. You
Right.
may act.
Other questions? Why are you called the Handmaidens?
We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the Handmaidens.
Yeah, it says she's really good at unarmed. I'll see what the deal is with her. I'll look at her stats and stuff. I'll probably have to level her up as well. You're the last
We will.
of them?
I am the last of the Handmaidens. This is correct. I
And who are
train so that
everybody else?
one day that will no longer be true.
Then who's everybody
that
else with you?
I think that means that she's the last rookie. There's no one under her.
You're still as impressive as is your devotion to your training.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted.
Yeah, I know, babe.
Once having
I know.
known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
Go on.
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain.
Yeah.
There is so much about their ways of battle,
On
their
Telos.
forms, their stances, that
Apparently
may
there's
be
a bunch of
lost
others.
forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
Including Jedi Asner, who is apparently still alive. I mean, we did see him at the end of 1, so we know he didn't die on Dantooine.
He's just kind of somewhere.
Saw him and not Yoda still alive.
Have we thought about looking in the Wookiee woods?
Are we meant to believe that not Yoda is dead though? Because we haven't seen him.
Not yet. He's
Also-
probably stoned out of his gourd somewhere in a swamp.
1 was very good at showing us like Jedi of a bunch of different races, of species. But so far, I think every single Jedi that we've seen in this game has been human. Every single one. In KOTOR 2. Have we seen a non-human Jedi yet? At
No.
all? It's weird.
Not even Sith, really.
Yeah, pretty sure that guy's human. He's just messed up. Let's see. She's not gonna like me saying battle is not a Jedi thing, because I think she really likes battle. She really like our battle meditation. And you would preserve it?
Atris has already
Be very
preserved
neutral.
it. What I wonder is if the Jedi teachings should not simply be stored, but brought to others.
I mean, they're
There is
supposed to
much
be.
in their approach to battle that is worthy to be shared.
Don't you think it's a little odd that Atris doesn't take on, students?
Yeah.
You know?
So is this
You
what
all
occupies
just-
your thoughts?
To the Ichani, battle is a means of communication. It is an art in the truest sense of the word. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression
she's just saying the
and
same stuff she did
communication.
before now.
They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
So you consider slaughter? I agree. Shows how far you're willing to go for your goals. I prefer obedience to a cause and a master. Blah.
Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponents speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
Nor a greater show of fealty. I kind of don't want to say some of these things because some of them are like they're not really what I feel, and others I know that she's gonna like dislike. But I guess I'll say this: comment is not the best way to communicate with others.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan.
Yeah,
When
well, those
Terrace
guys were
was
Jedi
destroyed,
traitors, weren't they?
It showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. She spoke through battles and tactics in a way one could never do in words. She showed her heart at Malachor V, and finally at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe she was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
What do you think she was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other.
I'm just thinking of what actually happened.
You mean brief slaps with the lightsaber and then running around for a couple minutes?
The Benny Hill theme playing
battle.
as we run away, because we didn't have like any single force power that we needed to actually do the fight the way they wanted us to.
She's picturing this grand lightsaber battle like between Anakin and Obi-Wan, and instead you get whack whack run around the room.
Yep. All right. Well, they were driven only by the dark side. No, forget it. I'm not going to say that because I don't.
You may ask.
Feel it's true. Necessarily. Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
Yeah, as everybody tends to do. What was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
Well,
for the moment, you're not in her service.
I'm gonna be honest. If you don't tell me your name, I'm not gonna call you Handmaiden all the time. I'm gonna call you Handy, and you are not gonna like it.
As do our slaves. If you have no value to anyone but Atris, then you have no value to me.
Just
you should take value in yourself as well.
Theatrics.
We all have value in our oaths to others and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
I would just like something to say when I'm talking to you in a room.
I'm just gonna call you Handy. I hope that you're okay with that. Do you think that I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
You brought it up. Right now the only question I'm asking myself is why I'm letting you stay. I had other questions. What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. Okay. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on,
very vague.
I fear my sanity will erode.
Hyperspace travel is very vague in length. You can always play Pazak with Atten.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
Oh my god, were you listening in, Atten? Were you listening in this whole time?
I think he's just yelling from across the room. No, I don't trust him.
He's just his force sense, his Pazak sense tingled. He's like, talking about Pazak.
This is a weirdly loaded answer because it's like, no, I don't trust him. That implies she does in fact play Pazak. She just doesn't want to play with him.
This is going to be a real short journey if everyone's watching each other for betrayal.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Bowder? So you not Zebrak?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to.
Or you call him Iridonian?
His technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Ichani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos.
He's a subspecies of Zabrak.
At the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, He carries a world upon his shoulders, and like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
He's like this one subspecies. Darth Maul is another subspecies of Zabrak.
Are they from different? Because I think the new canon right now is that Zabraks are just from. Why the name escapes me. The terrible planet, the bad red planet.
Peridia?
No, it starts with a D. It's a very well-known name, and it just left my mind.
Dathomir.
Dathomir. I thought they were all from Dathomir.
No, the Iridonians are apparently just from Iridonia.
I know Maul is from Dathomir.
Yes, this is how we speak in Iridothia.
Wait a minute. Yes, this is how we speak in Iridonia. We always talk very quietly because I don't really know why. Because you would think if it's like an engineer planet, it'd be very noisy, like all the time, and we probably have to speak very loudly. But then again, maybe that just means if it's not so noisy, it feels like it's too quiet. And if I speak any louder than this, then it gets noisy again. I don't know. I don't know anything about Iridonia. But anyway, why is Atris siphoning power to Telos? Listening to some shutta. You can't say that. You can't say that word.
Language.
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers.
Okay.
There is something greater being achieved. The teachings at the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos.
Atris thought Baldur was the key to saving Telos?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Echani power architects. I do not realize if you know
what's the current canon on Zabrak?
The Iridonian
What's
allied
Disney
himself
canon
with no one
for
on
where
the
Zabrak are
entire
from?
world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders, and like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
All right. Just back to here again.
Just kind of that the two subspecies are from two different planets.
Okay. So Iridonian Zabraks do exist in Disney canon.
Yeah, I'm looking at canon, not legends.
And his.
Okay.
Forgive me.
It's fine. It was a long time ago.
It does not sound like it is in the past, but I shall respect your wishes.
Your face doesn't sound like it's in the past. All right. We're done. I think we've talked to said everything there. Light side points. We're over a little bit, but that's fine. We're over time. We'll talk to Kriya a little bit next time, and then we'll go somewhere. We have a choice, Lost Joke. I think we have a choice, actually. Let's see. Let's see if we have a choice. Yeah, so we have a choice. From what I've seen, again, sometimes I look stuff up, but I try not to get any spoilers, so I very much try to avoid spoilers. But we have a choice. Technically we can go to any of these, but I'm going to give you a choice to think about over the next week. Your choices are, do we go to Dantooine first? Or do we go to Nar Shaddaa first? Those are the two places that people generally go to first. Either one of those. Now, if we go to Dantooine, we could get some lightsaber crystals, apparently. And if we go to Nar Shaddaa, then we're going to be fighting a lot of, well, you know the kind of people who are on Nar Shaddaa. Thugs, yes, criminals in the exchange, yes. I assume.
The second worst place of scum and villainy.
Yeah.
Apparently.
So, think about that until next week. and we'll go to one of those two places next week. Before next week, I will also figure out what setting is causing us to crash constantly. I'll figure it out. Save game. This is stream 4. Stream 4. It's taken us 16 hours to get to the ability
the point
to
where we can choose
go
our
anywhere.
planet.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, until then, goodbye everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Goodbye.